YouTubers, thank you for dropping by my channel. And first off, this vlog is about my experience working as a crew member in a cruise ship. Allow me to share to you the highs and the lows, the frustrations, the excitement of what it's like to live the ship life. So if you see yourself working in a cruise ship someday, you won't be, well, you know what to expect. So here we go. Come and join me and let's talk about the free travel, where I will be taking you around musty destinations, experience the sights and sounds of beautiful France, as well as marvel at its notable architecture, each with a rich story to tell. Let's start with Barcelona. Such a relaxed atmosphere, plenty of sun and towns with a medieval flavor, which helps give Spain its down-to-earth and laid-back appeal. Now let's country hop to Italy, where it's famed for pizzas, pastas, and siesta-seeking Italians. First stop is Venice, the city built on water, and one of the most romantic cities in the world, perfect for honeymooners and people seeking for love. Another beautiful city in Italy is Sorrento, where thousands of tourists flock its beaches during the summer. And now let's go hiking around Kotor. This quaint old town was once part of Serbia until it decided to separate from it years ago. Allow me to welcome you to Greece, a hearty mix of sun, sea, and ancient sites, bathed under the Aegean sun. Greece has been enchanting travelers to its mainland for over centuries, where they come to visit the ruins of the Acropolis, where it once was the center of civilization in the ancient times. Another beautiful island in Greece is Santorini, famed for its perfect sunrise and sunsets like nowhere else in the world, which makes it a perfect subject for painters and artists alike. Truly, with a beautiful view as this, it will surely take your breath away, leaving a smile and glow in your face. Jerusalem, also known as the Holy Land, where hundreds of thousands of Christians come together to go on a pilgrimage and to remember the birth and crucifixion of Christ, and where people from all over the globe gather and become united in prayer. Another place of pilgrimage, especially for devout Christians, is the Vatican, the smallest city in the world, which invites you to follow in the footsteps of popes and saints.
Video. It's a tour. Yeah. It's like a.
One of the main gateways to Tuscany is Pisa, famous for its Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is still leaning, but still standing. Tucked in the corner of the continent, nobody passes through Portugal because there is nowhere else to go. It is a land on the edge, where land ends and sea begins, as the poet Luis Vaz de Camões puts it. Bordeaux. No one comes to Bordeaux just to see monuments. In fact, it's used as a starting point for a tour of the vineyards. It is, after all, the world's wine capital. Monte Carlo. It has remained a mini monarchy under the Grimaldi family, but exists under the protection of France, where this microstate attracts the super wealthy and famous. And now let's go behind the scenes. Behind the scenes of what it's like to be a crew. Although we do get favorably air-conditioned cabins, complete with a shower and toilet, But in some cabins, these toilets are not working properly, and it's as hot as a sauna. Working in the cruise ship is far from glamorous. It's one of the most challenging jobs in the world, especially if you're working in the kitchen, as it entails 11 to 14 hours of work with no day off, which gives you little or no rest at all. The cruise ship is also one of the most places for temptation and infidelity of married and unmarried individuals, as it's easier for them to fool around with other crews and other means of enjoyment in some ports with no strings attached. Back in the cruise ship, sometimes we just have to work like a dog, even when you want to sleep like a log. And have I mentioned the tons of trainings, drills, inspection, and drastic cleaning, which steals your already so little resting time? Only if you're ready to suffer and sacrifice should you consider living the ship life, or as other crew members usually call it, the shit life. And they don't call it that for nothing. Although through the ship you get to travel around the world for free for 2 to 3 hours a day, but there's a price you have to pay, which will eventually drain you physically, emotionally, and spiritually after a few months. Every crew will also feel that feeling of deprivation of sleep, which is essential for us humans because we are not robots at all. That is why I have very high regards to seafarers, especially those who have worked in the industry for decades, who endure all of the difficulties, and to sacrifice their time and energy for their family and loved ones. Kudos to those people.